there's something to capturing that song in the heat of the moment, right? Or
Yeah,
capturing
absolutely.
any song in the heat of the moment.
And that's where, honestly, that's where Max is so, I mean, he's the most brilliant producer in the entire world.
And like the greatest guy and
Yeah.
great dad and
The best person, the best human being on the planet. But as a friend, he's like a friend to me on a personal level, but also on an artist level. Like, he will make sure that I don't water down my truth too much, or that I don't like make things too custom to how others will, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, totally.
he's very protective of me as a human first and foremost, but then also secondary to that, he's very protective of the body of work.
how do you know he was the right person to bring this story to?
Oh my gosh. I mean, he's Max Martin, but also just how he makes me feel.
Yeah, he knows you.
Yeah, he knows me so well, and he, I don't know, we push each other in such a beautiful way that is like, we're both so supportive of one another and excited. I don't know, it's just beautiful. We're both like I'm such a happy student to be in the room with him. You know, I'm just so grateful to be in his presence. We'll just sit there together and kind of just, it happens very quickly sometimes. That was the thing that we did that was really productive this album, was if it wasn't there, we would kind of jump around.
Cool.
Go to a different idea and see if it was there. And then if it wasn't, we'd come back to it and bounce around. But everything just poured out. So, you know, yeah, I don't know. It was very interesting. Once the melodies were there, maybe he would go work on a different track or something and then come back and check on me, and I'd be there with my laptop scribbling away. And then, you know, it was very intimate. It was very intimate.
I was
It was
thinking of the
the
same
two of
word.
us for most of it.
Yeah, just really you, him, and Ilya, right?
Yeah, Ilya came for the very last trip, and it was so much fun.
Wow,
Because
that gave me goosebumps.
yeah, Ilya and Shintaro had been sending us beats and
Shintaro,
stuff like that. So they were kind of like virtually there with us, but in the room it was mostly just me and Max for most of the time.
And Shintaro, who comes
Or
from
me
Positions,
alone,
right?
and Max would call him and FaceTime and check on me and whatever. But he was here for a week in September, a week in October, and a week in November. And in between, I was coming every day on my own. So it was really vulnerable. It was really naked. It was really fun. Yeah.
Another memory that I'll keep with me forever is when I walk into the studio to hear this album. You are sitting behind this ginormous monitor, and there's this like 1,000 audio files in front of you, and you're just finishing the last song on the album.
Yeah.
You're literally doing it all yourself.
Yeah. Well, not all. But
I mean,
that's very kind. But I do like to.
There's a real hand in this process.
Yeah. But I also had the privilege of working with the most incredible producers in the entire world.
What do you
I'm
learn from him?
So blessed. What?
What do you learn from him that's made you into a
Max?
better producer and artist?
Just to be who he is and be so curious and so hungry still. There are so many codes left to crack, in his opinion. It's really crazy. Like, he is one of one. And his generosity, his curiosity, it's like when you spend time with him, you learn very quickly why he is who he is. He has no idea that he's Max Martin. And it's my favorite thing in the world, because it's the thing that he lives for. He loves it so much. We spent so many long days working on this album together, just he and I. And it's just such an honor to get to know him in that way, and also even become closer as friends after 12 years of knowing each other. This is like the most time we've spent together. We went to shows. We went to like little dinners. We would walk to work every day in the morning. We walked the High Line.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, all the way. Like, it was so much fun. We walked together every single day.
Those
work.
moments make their way into the body of work.
Absolutely.
You can hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad.
It's
Good.
You do have a relationship with him that's unlike, I mean, anything I've ever seen with like any artist produce. It's really special.
He's incredible. And the way he treats people is the most important thing. Like, he could be who he is and be...
Sorry, ignore her. Oh, no, thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you so much.
He could be who he is and be any type of way. He could be like other people. Like, he could be, you know, you never know. And he's just the best human being. And he's the most incredible producer in the world.
And curiosity is a way
I rest my case.
but curiosity is so on the nose as a way to describe him, because
Yeah.
I haven't spent much time with the man at all. Most time I spent with him was we went to Disneyland together.
Oh my God. That's the best story. It's really a lot.
It is a lot, but he just asked a ton of questions and was really fascinated with everything.
Yeah.
The business of Disney. Incredibly curious, but also beautiful soul.
Yeah.
And like a really special person.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. Like,
The best.
yeah. But there's something to that humility that allows
Him to be the best creator in the world.
exactly.
He's so brilliant because there's no ego in it for him. Does that make sense?
100%.
You're allowed to grow and learn so much more when you're not obsessed with optics and being right. You know what I mean? He doesn't
accolades,
even know.
ego.
He's just curious. Yeah, he's just brilliant.